Greetings. What's up, everybody? So, this is gonna be our. I can every time I come on my lives, I can never really remember what we're doing. Anyway, all I know is we're channeling. Okay, so what we're channeling is the Venus retrograde. That's right. This is a Venus retrograde energy reading, collective energy reading. It's stations in Gemini. So we're gonna tap in. Okay, we're gonna see what's going on and whatnot. Okay, I don't know too much about this actual, Venus retrograde and stuff like that. Venus retrograde is a love energy. Obviously, Venus is the planet of love and beauty and stuff like that. They say, you shouldn't do no type of change with your look. Don't get any cosmetic surgeries and stuff like that. Purchasing beauty products and stuff is like a no-no. Like, I think sometimes some of this stuff is a little over the top. When it comes to love, it's like, don't get married, don't get into a new relationship, don't break up with your partner during a Venus, like, just kind of wait. But I feel like if it's divine time, it's divine time. I do respect the planets and the alignments and stuff like that, but I feel like we gotta trust our inner guidance and what our spiritual team is saying. Like, just because, oh, it's a Mercury retrograde, I shouldn't travel. Like, don't get into the spookism of these things. Take it into consideration, but don't. Okay, so I'm not here to give you guys an astrology reading and all that. I'm not that equipped to do that yet, as far as astrology goes. So from what I've researched, this is a good time to clear up communication when it comes to connections with people, because Gemini's ruling planet is Mercury, and Mercury is the planet of communication. Could also be a good time to balance things out, weigh the pros and cons of certain relationships, look at things from your side of the story as well as another person's side of the story. So this, it could work in different type of ways. Could also be a little more jovial energy in love, but take what resonates. We're gonna tap in with the cards though. These two cards did fall on my floor. Well, they were already on the floor, so I didn't know. So probably one of my readings last night when I was doing my happy hours, these cards probably fell on the floor and I didn't even know it because they're little cards. So I was cleaning up around here by my table and I found these two cards, which is the soulmates and the photograph card. So what stood out to me, it says in the photograph card, it says, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, bleh, and making new memories. So exes can tend to come around during the Venus retrograde, or you could be missing people from your past and stuff like that. Like, doesn't always have to be romantic stuff. It could be like people that you were once, friends with or something like that. Some type of partnerships. They could be coming back to the surface for a reason, or someone's missing you, and it's something with a soulmate connection. Soul connection, partnership agreement, and soul contract. Someone that you have some type of soul contract with. That could be a healthy contract, or that could be, one of those contracts you just gotta, void out. If it has not happened already, it could be exes trying to right their wrongs, and I think I channeled this. What reading was that? I don't remember which one it was, but I think it was the Glory Stiller ones. Could have been the love reading. It's the one with the pink dress. The thumbnail was a woman in a pink dress. And that one, I believe I said that exes may be trying to right their wrongs, genuinely wanting to apologize or to make up for things that they've done in the past, because karma is clearing itself out. There's something with Saturn that's happening too. Something with Saturn. And Saturn is the planet of karmic energy, if I'm not mistaken. Today is Saturday, by the way, so this is also it's Saturn day, Saturday, so this is a good time to work on clearing karma and stuff like that, clearing up stuff, period. If you guys are into spell work, this is a good day to cut cords with things and people that do not serve you, cut cords with karmic energies, karmic ties. I feel like it's a good time to do that. So you guys might have exes that are reminiscing. You could be, and it could just be to clear up some things. It does not have to lead to a renewal. For some, they may be coming back with a motive. It could be that, you know. Um, it could be. So, yeah, via request, you guys asked me to do a Venus retrograde reading, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to tap into the energies. I'm just going to leave it open to whatever spirit wants us to know, but I definitely feel like there's some reminiscing here. You could have a soul connection with someone, and they could be like, you know, thinking about things in regards to you, or just wanting to create something new as well. So you could be in separation from someone right now, or it could be like a past situation. This could be your energy, something with pictures. So your person, or if you're single, it could be like someone's missing you and you don't even know. Something with photographs and like it's something with pictures. This person can have pictures of you, a picture of you. There's some type of peace that you or your person, if you're dealing with someone, or you're in separation, or an ex or something, like it gives someone some type of peace or solitude. Like, I don't know how many people do this. It's probably common for some people, like, so just look at your person's pictures and stuff, or picture, and like just makes you feel closer to them when you miss them or something. It could be like that. So take what resonates, you know. All right, let's get into the energy. I'm just gonna just go in, okay. Premonitions. Yeah, I've been having premonitions lately a lot. So you guys could be having dreams, and your dreams are giving you heads up of things that's going to take place in the future. However it manifests, it may be a little bit different. If you've ever had a premonition, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, you could have a dream about something and it'll manifest a little bit differently, but nonetheless it's still manifested somehow. Or like if it was a person involved with it, something with that person will show up in the waking life somehow. So take it how it resonates with you. You have Magician's Rod and Harmonizing Magician. So in your dreams, you guys might even find that you guys are able to manifest some type of balance right now when it comes to your life. Like, things are balancing themselves out, because there's a lot of work that's being done in the spirit realm. So if you guys are sleeping a lot, you guys might be having very vivid, very active dreams. You guys might actually dream of yourself like traveling, probably doing some type of kung fu. I don't know. Like, I be having dreams sometimes. It be Mortal Kombat, and I'll be like slaying demons and shit. It's crazy. It's kind of fun. But it could also be like you guys wake up not remembering anything, but you're tired and like worn out, or it's just like, what the fuck happened? Like, why am I'm not rested? Like, I slept, but I don't feel rested. I feel like it's a lot of stuff happening in the spirit realm, and there's balance that's happening in your physical life. Like, you're going to start to see balance. You're going to start to see balance. All right. Spirit's giving you a lot of heads up. Did I pull a Pokemon card? Yes, I did. So yeah, premonitions. You guys are very sensitive, or very prone to picking up things in your dreams that may be manifesting. Could have already happened. But during this time, just, you know, pay attention to your dreams. Those that stand out to you. I would highly suggest getting a dream journal, because sometimes, like, we could still remember our dreams later on in the day. Sometimes we might not. But the detail is most juiciest, like, right when you wake up and you remember it. So get, like, a dream journal or a notebook or paper or something by your bed, and, like, remind yourself. If you have, like, a crazy dream and you want to remember it, write it down. And it could just be just for future reference, because, like I said, premonitions is, like, giving you a heads up of what's to come in the near future. So you can go back and be like, oh, shit, like, I got a heads up. All right. I'm going to leave it open, Spirit. I'm going to leave it open to this Venus retrograde energy that we're currently in. discovery period, yeah, this is a time to like go within. May not be a lot of movement, but I do feel like because it's in Mercury retrograde, like not Mercury retrograde, the Venus retrograde is stationed in Gemini, which again, ruling planet is Mercury, communication. There could be some important communication that's coming in. Some of it is internal rather than external. This is like a temporary energy. So you guys might find like the first half of this Venus retrograde, you're spending time in solitude within yourself in regards to your relationships with people in general. That includes platonic and romantic. I feel like you're clearing up some trauma because you have trauma involved and healing in progress. So these are things that you've already been actively working on, but it could just go a little deeper into it, can go a little further into it with the discovery period. Using your spiritual awareness, I'm seeing something with these eyes. The cards don't say anything about communication, but I have a good feeling, like a strong inkling, because I've been picking this up. There's important conversations that are going to be had. Some of these are very healing, like you needed this, like I needed this. I needed to release this. I needed to say this, or, you know, whether you're on the end of delivering it or the recipient end, it's like I need it. And I channeled this too. It's one of my latest videos. Y'all can check it out. But it's a relief. However it comes out, it could be like a very touchy thing, very touchy subject. Some of the things you may not feel comfortable saying, or the other person may not be comfortable saying. And I feel like this is also mending family relationships, family dynamics, healing things within your family, and speaking about things that maybe you guys swept under the rug. Friendships, like it's a lot of healing, or you might confide in someone that helps you release and heal this energy, or you will be there for somebody else to help them heal through something. So definitely some clearing and purging is going to take place. Important communication. So be open to however that comes. Let's see what else. Ouch. Yeah, don't try to, like, we can't even put anything, we can't sweep anything under the rug. I feel like everything that needs to come up is being cleared out. Yeah, the ego. So, you know, shadow work is involved as well, I feel like. Passion. There'll be a lot of, like I said, I get this energy of temptation. Like, do I go back? Do I revert to the old? Do I go back to this person that I stepped away from? This person that has, like, this person did not do anything, this person did not mean me any type of good. Because there's a strong passion here, the sexual energy. For some of you, if you guys are in a relationship, this healing could actually turn the heat up in your connection and bring things closer, you know, because you're clearing things. And if it's not clearing things between you and your person, it's definitely within yourself, and these things could have been a block in your love life. So that's why it's good to do shadow work. That's why it's good to heal and do the work within yourself, because it helps you be a more balanced, harmonious being. Therefore, you can attract things that are of high vibrations, harmonious connections with others in your life when you have that within yourself. So shadow work with the ego card could be some type of ego attractions. I'll use this as an example. Like, let's say for instance, you've been single for so long, and you know, you have those moments where, you know, you get a little, you know, you know what I mean, and you want to get it in with somebody, you know, you want to, and it's like this temptation, like, oh, should I just revert back to this, or, oh, you know, I'm tired of being single, so fuck this, I'm just gonna settle, and just, there's some type of temptation here. There's a lot of photographs here, so definitely someone is reminiscing about you. Someone, or you could be reminiscing about somebody. And I'm getting a lot of sexual energy, a lot of sexual tension in regards to this. If you guys are in a couplehood, like I said, you guys are going to have a more healthy bond, especially sexually. And I feel like it's due to clearing up some stuff. So unfinished business. Yeah. Make no mistake, as you're working on yourself, because this is like a work of art, this person, I feel like this is representing the self, that doing the inner work on yourself, you're going to attract people that may be from your past that you have not closed out cycles with. Definitely some friendships. Yeah, definitely some friendships coming up. So friendships could be coming in for you, or this could be someone that you had a friends with benefits situation with that could be coming back into your life. Some of you guys could be looking at some of your friends in like a sexual light, and I feel, you know, just make sure that it's coming from a healthy place and it's not coming from your ego or wounds or lust, temptation, or energy, like it's throwing you off your path, because it could lead to a dead end. So any hookups may not be warranted right now, because it's not going to lead to anything for the most part. Got healing, like this heart is the connected dots, it's not quite done yet. Some people don't want to hear this all the time, but I gotta keep it real, okay? Gotta tell you what it is. So a lot of times we get tempted, and like, let's say you're tired of being single, let's just say that, because there's been times, and I will humbly share this with y'all, like just throw it out there. There's been times in the past where I didn't know that I was wounded. I didn't have a strong emotional understanding of myself back then. I didn't have emotional intelligence to understand that I was wounded, or that I was seeking to find outside of myself. So at that time, I would be seeking some type of fulfillment outside of myself with relationships, and I would put up with people that I knew that wasn't of my highest good, but I tried, if I could just make them this, if I could just show them that I could be this wonderful person, or show them how great I am, they'll change, or they'll be better, or, you know, I'll sleep with this person because, you know, I'm trying to form a bond with them. And we all do it, you know, or we have done it before, I'm sure. And it leads to a dead end, because it's not helping you heal anything. You're running from yourself by trying to cope within somebody else, whether that be sexually, whether that be emotionally, mentally. If you have not done that work within yourself, where you know that I got me, I love me, and I know that when the time is right, I'll attract someone that's healthy for me and me healthy for them. Because let's keep it real, we can't just always point the fingers at somebody else and be like, oh, he was toxic or she was toxic. Sometimes we're toxic too. So we can waste people's time if we're not where we need to be. So, and a lot of times too, dating without a purpose, like that was my thing. Like I didn't really know what I truly wanted, and I was trying to navigate through it, and then later on it'd be like, oh, well, I'm catching feelings, so let me try to make this something. And it's just like, you don't know what your aim is, you don't understand yourself and what your needs are and what you want. Even if you just want to hook up and have sex with somebody, like know what the purpose and intentions are. Know within yourself why you're doing it. Is it something that I really want in myself, or I really need, or am I just doing it to feed something within me that's lacking? So there's still some healing that's not quite yet done yet. Not quite done. So confusion, just to avoid later confusion in any type of connection or situation. If this is not you, I don't always like to bring up divine connections, but if you are dealing with one, this could be something that someone else is dealing with within themselves. But the thing is like, this is being cleared. This energy is being cleared out. It's being cleared out. So don't worry. Alright. What else do we need to know about this Venus retrograde? What do we need to know? Yeah. Okay. You have the Knight of Wands. You have the Five of Pentacles. You have the Tower. What else? Okay. Ooh. Page of Wands. Can't really see these people, but you know. You have the Ten of Swords. You have the Two of Swords. You have the Three of Cups. So what's happening again with the Nine of Wands is you're clearing out some karmic energy. Like, even if you feel like I'm tired of love, because it could get to a place where you're tired, or you could even be focusing on your social surroundings, people around you. But I feel like this is support that you have around you, but you could just be tired in general, and it's like kind of just wanting to throw in the towel, but there's still some fight in you. And I feel like you're slaying some things, because these are like vampires and zombies. I don't know what these are. They look pretty dark. But they could also be protecting this man as well in the shadows. So you don't have to fight this battle all by yourself, because you do have support and you do have unseen forces that are helping you. Whether it's planetarily, whether it's energetically, whether it's people physically in your life, you have that assistance. And sometimes you don't even know that there's people out there that support you and love you, or that are praying for you. You don't even know it sometimes. That could be the thing. So it's like, just before you give up, push yourself and keep going. And I feel like that's the energy, because the Five of Pentacles tells me like some of you guys feel like you're lonely at times. And yeah, this journey could be quite lonely, and I feel a lot of people are going within themselves. So it's not always going to be that you have everybody to assist and help you, but they're in spirit with you. And that's one thing too that we got to remind ourselves, like when we're in that period of solitude, or when we're fighting some battles, it could look like physically like nobody understands or nobody's there to help you, but energetically our love and our support is still there for you, if that makes sense, energetically. So you're not alone. You are dismantling some big stuff. You're dismantling some heavy energies that need to go with the Tower. And it's like, with that comes more clarity. With that comes more understanding of yourself, more about your surroundings, your environment, your past, your present, what you want for the future, your current connections. Like, there's a lot of epiphanies and clarities that come. The Page of Wands is some type of passionate guidance, some type of strong guidance, some type of strong information that's coming in for you, that's going to lead you to the next step, or some type of message that's going to give you some type of spark of hope or inspiration that's going to come in. It may require you to take a risk, and that risk could definitely be with the Ten of Swords. This man, these swords are all in his back. So this message could help you release yourself and free yourself and bring you that clarity that you needed with the Two of Swords, because there may have been something that you were struggling with that you couldn't understand, or you didn't have the solution to understand, or how to navigate. Or maybe this is someone around you that's close to you that may help you with this, or it could be someone around you that is connected to you. Because the Three of Cups is there will be some type of socializing or some type of coming together. Clarify this Three of Cups. Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's some type of forward movement that's going to happen. Something to celebrate. Whatever this is, information, some type of guidance. Could be a message that's coming in, like a message from someone. Clarify the Page of Wands. The Queen of Wands. So you got a lot of wands. It's a lot of movement, a lot of fiery energy. So this Queen of Wands over the Page of Wands could be, for some of you, someone is going to be a recipient of a message. There's a lot of court cards here. So you could be a recipient of a message, or you could be the deliverer of a message. And it's like, it's a lot of quick energy. It's a lot of, I'm not getting hasty in a sense where it's not premeditated, it's not well thought out, but I feel like it's after that clarity, because the Page of Wands came right after the Tower card. So it's this major epiphany, major clarity, something that Spirit is doing behind the scenes. And this also has something to do with surrendering and letting go. So once that control and that letting go factor comes in, I feel like that's when there's some type of clarity or some type of movement, whether it happens in the Venus retrograde or it happens as an effect of the Venus retrograde into the, you know, into the future. Pay attention to, like, when you're hearing birds, if you're seeing bird feathers or you're hearing birds, like, silence your mind, quiet yourself, and hone in to see, because I feel like Spirit's going to speak to you. Like, if you see a bird feather, it could be a confirmation to something that you were asking the day before, or just as you were walking, you could have had a thought, or you could have asked a question. It could be something like, pay attention to what's around you. Like, if there's something that's like, okay, let's say for an example, you're walking down the street and you see a bird feather, and then someone plays, like, you can hear the radio, like someone's song or some type of music or something is playing outside of the window. Like, at that moment, if you can, like, listen, hone in to what's happening, what's going on around you. If it's not something that's coming to you internally, it could be something around you that you pick up on, or you might see a license plate or something that speaks to you, or someone around you might say something randomly, and just pay attention. Something with birds, something with bird feathers or birds. If you hear birds chirping, silence your mind and tune in and see what messages come through. I feel like it's very, very clear. Use your discernment, that you're not just picking up anything or whatever, but I feel like that moment, that's a divine guidance or message that's trying to come through. Because again, it's Mercury, you know, Gemini is, you know, influenced by the planet Mercury. That is their ruling planet. So this is going to be a lot of something with communication, not just physical, but spiritual communication as well, whether that be through our dreams, whether that be through music, through animals, colors, whatever spirit, however spirit gets to you and speaks to you divinely. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. All right, I'm gonna use these little cards here. The Sword and the Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, force, honor, protection, power. So yeah, there's going to be some type of clarity, some type of truths that are going to come out during this time. Again, communication is a big thing. And I feel like this Venus retrograde is helping to heal and mend things when it comes to your connections, especially when it comes to matters of the heart or your heart chakra, Paradise, your throat chakra. Paradise has happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So energy is going to get lighter because things are being cleared out. Then you have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So don't be surprised, and it will come unexpectedly, these epiphanies and these clarities and the beautiful messages that you're going to get from Spirit. And it's meant to help you on your path. It's meant to help you relax, to trust, to surrender. If these are outside messages, whether it be some type of advice, some type of supportive message, don't be surprised like how it comes, who it comes from. If it's some type of communication that you need to have with someone, or someone feels they need to have with you, like, just be open to how this manifests and how it comes, because the result is, it is going to bring some type of growth and expansion, some type of balanced, harmonious energy. Whether you decide to be cool with someone or let them go, just love people from afar, it's for the highest good, and I feel like it's peace. So what deck is this? This is the Island. It's called Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. It used to be on Amazon. I don't know if she's still selling her cards on Amazon, but you can find the deck on Etsy. Oh my God, my nose is itching. Like something's like tickling my nose and my face. I don't know if those are fairies. What is that? All right, what's going on? What else? Okay, come out. All right. Okay, that's interesting. All right. So baggage, not letting go, hanging on to the past, hurt issues. Identify and heal patterns that impact relationships. Personality traits, funny, great personality, compatible, resonance slash connection, sunny and light interactions. Strategy, having a game plan, implement daily routines that support your goals, be clear about your desires. Money issues, fighting over money, heal the root chakra, lack of trust, fear and safety, security, survival, and control. Taking a break, not necessarily a breakup, take time apart, allow for new perspective, center and meditate. So um, if you guys are in separation from somebody, or you're still just like in your single season, this is for you to go within yourself and center yourself, to gather new understandings and perspectives about yourself and love. It's also character building with personality traits. Like, it's helping to highlight your positive attributes about yourself and discover these things about you. You're radiating. When you radiate this sunny, like this light within you, you attract this. So this is what you're working on. And some of you guys may be having money issues, or you're dealing with someone that has money issues. I'll tap into those of you that are dealing with someone just to see what's going on, but I just wanted to collectively just see what's going on. But baggage, so yeah, this is clearing out baggage and letting go these heavy energies. It may not necessarily be that you don't want to let go of these things, but it's like, how do I let go of them? It's very hard. Like, these are very deeply rooted energies that you are clearing out, I feel like. So you guys are clearing out old energy. I also feel like, you guys, this is a time for you to make plans as far as what you want in your future. Seeing yourself in a healthy dynamic, or having a healthy dynamic with someone presently that you are with right now, whatever the case may be, it's making plans for your future positively when you're in this state, this light vibrational energy with the sun. And I also feel like, too, like, some of you guys could be strategically planning something right now. Maybe you're giving more of your focus to your business or career or job or living situations. Like, you're not putting too much focus on love in that sense. Like, this is a lot of work with self. So you guys may be making plans. Some of you guys may be making plans to travel or move forward, because I do see something with this, or something with transportation. Could be getting a new car, fixing your car, something like that. For others of you, this is being very clear about what it is that you are wanting in your love life right now. Bettering yourself, doing things that are, helping you, building you up. All right. So for those of you that are dealing with someone, whether you are in a committed relationship, married, what have you, or you're dealing with a connection, let's tap in. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for love and guidance. Thank you, God. What is the message for those that are in a connection, divine spirit, spiritual connection, divine connection? Airy wave. Yeah, okay. There could be like an energy like in your connection right now that is kind of unfamiliar. Beckon or beacon. Light wick. Okay, let's see. So there could be some type, like it's an energy that's in this connection where it's like very unfamiliar. It could be some strange things happening in this energy right now. Whether that you take it as a good or bad thing, I'm not getting either or. It's just like, just some things that are outside of the norm for you. You guys might be pulled in a certain direction right now with your connection that is, you're going into an unfamiliar territory basically. And I also feel too, there's something with a lot of sleep, something with sleep, needing to rest, maybe being tired. A beacon. So again, there's a lot of activity happening in the spirit realm right now. There's a lot of work, and I feel like You may not even know just how strong or how powerful your energy is, but there's a lot that you are doing, you and your person. And I feel like this energy is preparing you, because a lot of you guys, these connections, they're spiritual. There's a higher purpose to them outside of just a romantic situation. So I feel like this is divine connections. If this part does not resonate with you, it may not be for you, because I'm speaking about divine connection. This is just what Spirit's bringing up. But there's like a lot of energy here of preparing yourself spiritually for what's to come. There may be a lot of chaos around you, but it's like it's teaching you how to not get caught up in the chaos in your life, or caught up in the chaos around the world, and be present within your energy and know who you are and what you came here to do. That's the type of energy I'm picking up. Light wick. Yeah, so there's a lot of light and clarity and epiphanies that you and your person are getting, and it could be an understanding about what's to come, where you're headed. You may just feel kind of swayed, not like you don't have any control, in a sense like you're being manipulated. It's not that type of energy. It's like you're being guided and you're surrendering and you're just allowing and you're just flowing. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where the connection is at really clearly. I wouldn't say, like, again, I'm not getting that it's a good or bad energy. So you have this giant here. This big giant could be this, it's an energy that's like a stagnant energy. Illusion magic. Okay. So if you guys are into magic or manifesting, and then you have the pendulum dimension card. So what I'm taking from this is like there's this illusion that things are not moving forward, and it's like this energy of being swayed back and forth. And if you're not in tune with yourself on a spiritual level, or you're not listening to your inner guidance, you'll get caught up in this, because there's some type of an illusion that's kind of in this, like a spiritual energy that's trying to how do I explain it? I don't want to get too deep into something. Like, I'm not trying to confuse anybody. I'm trying to explain this on a mundane level to where it's not like, what the fuck is she talking about? What I'm getting from this is that there's this illusion, and it's kind of like it's a spiritual energy. It's something that is not seen. You definitely have to be in tune with self and spiritual, in a spiritual way, to understand these things, because this is unseen energy. Could be happening in the spirit realm, but there's like this big energy. It's a strong energy. Could be something to paint this picture that things are not moving forward, or make you feel like you're stagnant and nothing's happening. So it could cause you to, it's either this or that. So it's like you got to find balance. And this is like time for you to really trust in yourself, trust in your intuition, trust in the divine, trust in the creator, you know, God, the universe, whatever you resonate with, that higher power, trusting in your divine spiritual team that truly has your back and has your best interest and best interest of your connection. Okay, so it's not just about you, but it's everyone that's involved, everyone that benefits off of this connection in a divine way. Trusting that you have this support. So that you have to trust not just yourself, of course, trust your intuition, but know that there's something higher that's here. So be mindful of the illusions around you, even if it's coming from your own mind. And that's why it's important that we heal, because when we're not healed within ourselves, if we're coming from a place of pessimism, dealing with rejections, abandonment issues, insecurities, we are not able to operate off of our highest vibration. And when we get guidance and messages, we don't know how to trust it. We don't know how to follow it. We don't know how to accept it when we're in that energy. So it's why it's important to do your inner work. And it helps you to understand yourself. Like, understand your strength. Understand what your weaknesses are. Understand what your power is. What your gifts are. How to utilize your gifts. You know, you got to learn. It's work, yes. But if you signed up, like, signed up for the spiritual journey and this all this spiritual stuff, and you claim to be spiritual, and oh, I'm woke and namaste and all this other stuff, however you say it, it's not a like a little game. It's not, you know, this is a very magical, powerful journey. Spirituality is very deep. It's very infinite. It has many different layers, many different dimensions to it. You know, it's not just about buying some crystals, you know, playing with some tarot cards and claiming to be twin flames and all that. Like, this is way bigger than the human mind can conceive. Okay? So yes, a lot of people are focusing on themselves right now. I do see that, very self-focused. You and your person could be very self-focused right now. Definitely coming, money matters again, something with money. Something with money, you guys may be dealing with your inner child. You're having memories of your childhood, could be happy memories. Some of them could be some things that you need to heal, could be little painful things. You will be receiving a message, or your person is going to hit you up. Someone is going to receive a message, and I feel you're going to get a heads up before it happens, even though you may not know when it's going to happen, or your person, if you are planning on coming to your person or something like that, or there's something that you guys just want to say to each other, because you could be in communication. You're going to get a heads up. And again, I'm getting the same message I got in my channel reading. I wrote down, I don't feel like pulling it out. Maybe I should. It's in my notebook. But what I picked up was that whoever is the deliverer of this message is going to know that it's time, because it's something that divine inkling, that knowing, like, okay, it's time for me to, whether you don't know the words that you're going to say, but at a certain time, like, the words just start to come. You know what you want to say, you know what you want to talk about, you know, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a physical meeting, whether it's a text message, it's like that clarity is going to come. Whoever the recipient is going to also get a heads up, whether it's inner knowing, whether it's signs that's leading up to, like, Spirit's giving you a heads up. Why? Because it's preparing you via healing and releasing. You have to be in a certain place to receive whatever this message is. Whatever this, however the effects of this message is, because you guys are all unique. You guys are all different. Your situations are not the same. You guys are not the same. So this is going to resonate with each and every one of you differently. So whatever this is that you are needing to heal, it's helping you to be more receptive to this message. And that's, okay, I'm going to read it to y'all again, but y'all probably already watched it. And if you didn't, it's a channeled message. And I don't remember what I put, like how I titled it. I'm a very unorthodox reader. I'm not like, I don't know. I just, you know, I'm just going with the flow of things. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. So I channeled this off top, no cards, no nothing. This just came to me, like I just wrote everything down as I got it. It says, someone wants to reach out to you and tell you how they really feel. So you could be the deliverer. Like I said, this could be you receiving the message or you delivering the message. Take what resonates. There's lots of pent-up emotions. The energy is stagnant. Due to this, fail to release. It's becoming too much to hold in. God is going to make way for this. Make way for this person, it could be you reading this, to step into this energy of forward movement. What you do with this information depends upon your level of healing. So how you receive this message, meaning how you take it in, like once you hear it or once this person hears it, it's all depending on where you're at within your healing. Because if you're still like wounded and you're still dealing with jealousy, you're still dealing with insecurities, you're still dealing with abandonment or anger, whatever, you're not going to be able to fully receive it. Because I get like it's something that may not be easy for you to say or easy for someone to say, or both of you may have an exchange where you guys are revealing some truths that may be very hard for you to. It could be what blocks this message is the fear of being vulnerable, the fear of being transparent with someone could be a hard thing, or your person. So certain things, it's not always time for us to hear from someone or talk to someone. And if you guys are in communication, maybe certain things that you want clarity about, or you want closure, may not always be the time for it, the time and the place, because there's things that you got to get to. And that's one thing that Spirit told me. When I was spiraling, I had a meltdown this past weekend. I was like, last weekend, I was spiraling. I was like dealing with a heavy energy. It was like, I was battling with a energy like it was trying to defeat me. It was attacking me. And I had to get to a place of surrender and just pray, release it, speak it off of me, pray affirmations, however you want to do it, however you feel guided to do it. I prayed it off, and then all of this information started coming in, like just all of this download started coming in. And Spirit was like, you see why I couldn't give it to you all at once? Because if I gave it to you in that energy that you were in, you wouldn't be able to even receive or understand this message. You would have rejected it. Yeah, there was still a little bit of doubt with what I was getting, but I knew that it was coming from God, because once I released that heavy energy off of me, it came in like a floodgate. Like, it was so clear. So we have to be at a certain energy in order to receive things sometimes. So it's also like emotional maturity on certain levels. Not saying that you're not mature or that you don't know how to handle your emotions, but it's like certain levels, if that makes sense. So this message could be taken as a harsh or of a great relief, and or of great relief for both of you. You may feel it's coming, and whoever the deliverer of the message is, know that it is time. Okay? So going back to that, it's not that you're healing solely so that you can say what you need to say or hear what you need to hear from whomever. It's more about you. But yes, like, this ties into it. It's gonna clear something up. I keep getting that same message. It's definitely gonna clear something up. So let's see where you guys are with each other. Let me use these cards. Where are these individuals at with each other? I did not want to be on here too long, and I'm on here like 47 minutes, but I'm just going with the flow. Alright. Ego. Yes. Ego is being dealt with. Shadows are being dealt with. Trapped. That feeling of feeling like that stuck energy. That's that little being that I saw, which deck was in the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yeah. This giant is like this big rock solid energy. It's like that illusion of being stuck and stagnant. And then you have illusion magic. This was the card that I pulled, the Yu-Gi-Oh card. You can't really see it because of my lighting. But that illusion of being stuck is something that, whether it's something within your own mind, within your shadow, that's causing you to feel like this, or it's something, you know, outside of you that's testing you and triggering you. But it's, or your person, both of you guys could actually be mirroring each other, you know, in your own way. Grief and sadness. Yeah, it's something that's making you feel like nothing is moving forward. If you're really dealing with the true divine connection, this is what's happening. For some of you, it might not be that. I'm not in the business to tell anybody that they're in a divine connection or not, but I'll say this. If you and your person are not growing, you know, you guys are not evolving within yourselves, you're not bettering yourself, you find that one person is on a different frequency or higher frequency, and the other person is still dwelling in their bullshit and not willing to change, or you guys just don't vibrate, you guys just don't resonate with each other, it's, you know that the divine is making it happen. It's not you. Like, when we're in karmic connections, or when we try to force a connection to be, we put a lot of work in it to make something happen. It's not like we're being guided to do things, where Spirit's not aligning things to happen. That's how you know it's a divine connection, because Spirit lines it up in a way, and things happen and it flows. Even if you find that you're taking action, or your person's taking action, they're all divinely guided. It's not to, oh, I'm gonna do this and say this so I can get what I want out of it, or I'm gonna block them so I can get a reaction. And a lot of times, yes, we are still wounded when we deal with divine connections, but you identify those things and you work towards bettering yourself and healing them. You don't just say, oh, well, I have jealousy, so I'm gonna just still operate off of that and still act like, you know, crazy and whatever. So it's a difference, you know, when you're in divine connection, because the universe has their hand in it. It's something bigger that's bringing it together, because it's not about the flesh part of it. That's part of it. It's a small portion of it, but there's a higher purpose in being. So, of course, the universe, God, whatever, the creator has its hand in bringing it together. Your spiritual team is working to bring it together. It's not something that you got to do by yourself or force to happen. This person will not repel it. Even if you want to run, it's like you cannot, like, you don't have control. If you understand what I'm saying, like, it's not a stubborn energy of, oh, I want what I want and I'm just going to just ride this out. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to force this person to be with me, or this person is trying to force you to be with them. And it's like, no, I don't want it. Like, that's not how divine connections work. That's not a high vibrational energy. It flows. It is something that betters you. It's something that makes you grow within yourself, even in ways that you don't even know that you're ready for. Feel like you can't, but you do it anyway. Like, that's a divine energy, because it's outside of your flesh and your ego. You have no ego control over it. And being in a divine connection, why so many people are not in one yet, is because your ego has to be exempt in a way that you guys can coexist harmoniously, and their ego has to be completely out of it as well to even vibe on that high level, because it's not about that solely. Like, that's the beautiful part of it, yeah, the, you know, the romantic part and stuff like that, the relations. But as far as what you guys are here to accomplish, and that's also why you hear a lot of people that talk about divine connections and whatever say, you have to continue to live in your purpose. You can't stop and wait for this person, or just give up and say, oh, because we're not together, I'm not going to focus on my purpose. I'm not going to focus on my healing, because that's what's going to bring this connection together. Not so you guys can just lay up and just kiss and, you know, make love and have babies or whatever else. But it's solely for the vibration and the change that you guys are here to bring. And that's the bigger picture. It's not to look at it as a fairy tale, because we're spiritual beings first. So we have a spiritual purpose first. Flesh comes second. As above, so below. So as within, so without. So that's the first thing. It's not about a little fairy tale, little love relationship only. You know, that's there. Yeah. So you just may feel, or your person may feel, like a sense of sadness, like this isn't moving forward, or is this going to happen at all? And you got synchronicity. Like, spirit gives you signs and synchronicities to motivate you and uplift you to keep going. If spirit is repelling something from happening, it's one or two things. It's not meant for you. It's not of your highest good. Spirit's protecting you. Or two, it's not time. And if spirit were to put you in a position, an energy or frequency that you're not ready for, you won't know how to operate in that energy, if that makes sense. So spirit is trying to motivate you and your person by giving you signs. Remember how I was saying, pay attention to feathers, something with birds, something with feathers. Like, pay attention, because spirit's giving you something to give you optimism. This is divine. This is like heaven. Like, I'm shedding light on something. I'm giving you hope and optimism to get you out of this energy, this sadness. And this flower, it's like, roses can be a sign of romance, especially red roses. That's like passion, romantic energy. Yeah, you and your person are mirroring each other. You got the mirroring card at the bottom of the deck. So you guys are mirroring each other in this energy. Whether it's feeling like, oh, there's no hope for this connection, or feeling like when it comes to love, or just feeling alone, like there's some type of sadness. But spirit is going to give you guys little, little coins, maybe literally drop coins for you, like out in the street. And that could be a sign for some of you that spirit is around and telling you to keep motivated, to keep going in life, period. Not just with this connection, but you'll know that spirit supports this connection because it will be God in it, or the universe's hand in it. It will always be there to support you and to guide you and to comfort you on your journey. So like this flower here, when you feed and water yourself, you're feeding and watering you. You're feeding and watering you. So just as your person, because it's helping the connection, like this flower is dead. So I feel like you got to continue to water your garden. You got to keep watering you just as you would this connection. Don't forget about you. Let's see. So you guys are marrying each other at this point. And I feel like that's a good thing in a way, even though there's a little, you know, some shadow work in there, and it may feel like, oh, why would it be a good thing that we're mirroring each other in this type of energy? But I feel like it's a sign that you guys are close. Like you guys are on the same wavelength. Like you're resonating, if that makes sense. You guys could be healing the same things, but just in different ways. You guys could be getting the same signs of synchronicities. Like, just take what resonates. Temperance and Two of Pentacles. Yep, there's balance that's taking place. Your spiritual team, and you see the infinity symbol in both cards. So you guys could be seeing infinity symbols, or it could be something with the number 8. But this connection is very powerful, and your spiritual team is helping to bring stability and balance. They're helping you to bring stability and balance within yourself and also within your connection. So you're not, again, that just further explains like what this being, usually the Temperance is an angel, but this is like a wizard or like a high ranking wizard. It just further confirms and to give you guys that reassurance and comfort and knowing that you guys have spiritual help. You're not doing it by yourself. Like, this balance that's happening on a spiritual level is going to manifest itself in the physical. The pentacles are the earth energies. So this balance is happening on a physical level. She's meditating in the Two of Pentacles. So this is telling you to do more going within work. Like, what's internal is going to reflect outwardly. It's not the opposite, like, oh, okay, well, my physical reality is going to change what's within. You got to change what's within you to change what's going on outside. So this is going within. Both of you guys may be doing this, but I feel like whoever is more of the feminine or masculine energy could be more tapping into their feminine energies by going within, meditating, or that's just the thing that you guys do. Could be going within about this connection. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's this energy of feeling like trapped and stuck, and like, because there's a lock on these doors. It's a link. Because what's happening, like, you guys can't see it on this card, but what's happening is this man seems to be doing some type of work or reflecting, and the doors are shut. So it's kind of like a business that's shut down. You can't get in. Like, the doors are closed. So how I take this is like, the doors are closed, and this energy is closed off because there's work happening behind the scenes. And it's like, well, I have no business going back there because I'm kind of intruding in something that I'm not, I have no business getting involved in, meaning there's work happening behind the scenes, and it's like you're meddling by trying to like do something like, oh, well, I haven't heard from him or her, this person, they're not doing what I want them to do, so I'm going to just go such and such. I'm going to do this. And Spirit is like, you don't have any control in this. Who keeps sending me messages? You have no control in this. So I'm doing my job, you do yours. And I feel like the job is to just relax and go within. Find balance by going within. I don't know if that made sense, but that's what I'm getting. Two of Swords, yeah. The Two of Swords, she's blindfolded, and she's like, she's using her sword. She doesn't even know what she's fighting or what she's doing. But this can also be, when you go within, you're going to find that inner balance within yourself, and you're going to know what your stumbling blocks are, what still needs to be healed, what still needs to be worked on within yourself. Like, it's helping you with that. Four Cups. Yeah, so masculine energy, you're kind of, I feel like masculine energy, you're feeling like kind of bummed out by something. You feel like something's not happening, something's not manifesting the way that you want it to right now. You may be overwhelmed by all of the information you may be getting from spirit, because you may be getting a lot of downloads. There's a lot of books back here, and there's like this lantern, so you're getting a lot of guidance, but it could be very overwhelming, or it could be like, okay, well, I know what I got to do, but nothing's happening. It's kind of like this disappointment. Some of you guys may be working right now disappointed or just kind of bored with something when it comes to work. Some of you could be in school, and it's kind of like that may have been a distraction for some of you. Work or school could have been a distraction for you from this connection, trying to like block out the information, the guidance that you're getting, or the truths, or to like block out what you feel. Now you can't distract yourself with that. It could be because you're not working right now, or you're not in school, like whatever. You don't have that distraction. And this can resonate for feminine energy too, but I'm getting masculine energy with that card. You don't have that escape anymore. It's like you got to confront and face it. Knight of Swords. Yeah, so there's like some truth that's coming in. I do feel like there is some feminine energies, or there's a female that is the masculine energy in her connection, or if you're in a heterosexual connection and you're the woman, you may be more of the masculine, and you may be the one that's coming through with some type of message, because I feel like there's a masculine that's or a male that's more of the feminine, or you know, it could be a same-sex connection with a man that's the feminine, that's going to be the recipient of this message. Take what resonates. But there is some truth that's coming in. Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups came out again. So I take this as there is going to be some type of celebration. It could be some type of social gathering for some of you that are able to. Or this could even be in the near future. It doesn't have to be anything during this time period. But I feel like this is some type of reconciliation, some type of coming together, something to celebrate. Yeah, and I feel like masculine energy is manifesting this connection. Could be dealing with the masculine that is already quite spiritual, or knows how to utilize their energy to pull in what they want, to attract what they want. You have the Seven of Pentacles. There's a feminine energy that's waiting, sitting on some information too. So yeah, y'all are doing some heavy work. Death card at the bottom of the deck, and it's a couple that's like they rise out of the ashes. You guys had to go through your ego deaths. You guys are, and once you do, it is going to be a coming together. It's the celebration is more the fact that you guys leveled up in some way. Like you're going to feel much more lighter and much more capable as a result of doing your work. If you guys claim you're in a divine connection and y'all ain't doing the work on yourselves, and you think it's all about coming together and living in la la land and having babies, and just to claim that you have a twin, like spirit is not going to allow it, because these connections are, again, you have a purpose. You had a purpose before you even met this person, and spirit's pulling you further into that purpose. You're being called to something higher and something greater. With that person, it just amplifies that. It's much more, it's bigger, it's a beautiful thing, but you cannot run from yourself. Like, this is the thing about it, is you guys are mirrors to each other. If all you did was project everything, your hopes and your dreams, your desires, and you're healing onto this person, you're never going to grow. You're not going to better yourself or evolve if you're still stuck in the stage of codependency, obsessing over your person, obsessing over when is it going to happen, when is this person going to come, focus on the fleshly things. Oh, this person is doing this, oh, they ain't doing that, oh, they're with someone else, or oh, what if they're dating someone else, or oh, I should go date someone because they're doing this. Or when you're in those energies, there's no movement, and you miss the complete point of all of this. This is a divine connection. If this does not resonate with you, you know, and it's cool, Anybody that's gone through this knows what the fuck I'm talking about. It's not a cute little thing where it's just like something they sold to you on TV and this new age stuff. And I hate to start getting into this energy, but I have to explain it. This new age movement has a lot of deception in it, and it's painted a false sense of what spirituality really is. Because when you get into the thick of spirituality, you understand that it has dual sides to it. Just as they in religions paint a Messiah figure as well as a evil, you know, the devil, Jesus, the devil, and God, like they paint that is the shadow and light versus dark. There's always going to be that dynamic, yin and yang. It's a principle within everything. So say all that to say that with this new age stuff, it paints a false perception of things. Oh, love and light. Oh, you got to stay positive, and it's kind of like it sweeps everything under the rug. So it's like this house that's really beautiful and it's really pretty, but underneath the rug is a whole bunch of dirt, because it's like, oh, I'm gonna sweep this, and I'm being lazy, I'm gonna sweep this shit under the rug, and I'm not going to even look at the dirt and the filth and throw it out. Like, you gotta look at things from that perspective. Like, it looks pretty, but underneath the surface it's dirty. It's, you know what I mean? So you can't be lazy on this spiritual journey. And I'm not just speaking about divine connections, but when you sign up to tap into your soul's calling and purpose, it's not a game. It's not just something cute to say, oh, I bought some crystals, I got some tarot cards, you know, I got some candles, I'm calling myself a witch, and, you know, I'm going to put some little cute name, you know, third eye pictures and stuff on my page and stuff. Like, this shit is like for real, for real. Like, you got to be really about that life, and not a lot of people can deal with it. And I'm just being blunt and honest. I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm just, you know, assessing. I'm just trying to paint a picture, give y'all some, you know, understanding. Take it how it resonates with you, if it does at all. But I'm not here to mislead anybody, deceive anyone, paint a false picture. I can't help what I channel, what comes through me when I make myself available to divine spirit to channel what needs to be heard, not so much what wants to be heard, but what needs to be heard. I gotta say what comes through, like what wants to be channeled, and I have to be careful not to project anything into the reading. That's why I always ask, like, please remove me out of the reading. I don't want to project anything into this, because it's a responsibility that I have. Being a messenger, I have to be careful with what I say. Another thing too is when I channel certain things, I don't mean to exclude people. But again, if you say you're in a divine connection, you cannot exempt the divinity in these connections. You can't exempt the shadow in these connections as well, because it brings up everything. If it was all gravy and it was all just, oh, I just met this guy and he's like, oh my God, I'm seeing all these signs and I'm seeing his name everywhere. And again, what this journey has taught me is, like, I see signs and synchronicities with a lot of people, not just romantically, but just a lot of people. So that falls on me now that I'm further a little bit in my journey than I was before, that now I have to ask myself and ask spirit, okay, well, what are you showing me? Why am I seeing this sign? Why am I seeing these numbers? Why am I seeing this person's name, rather than jumping the gun and thinking, oh, this means that this person is my twin flame? You gotta be careful with that. So it's all about just assessing. It's all about understanding yourself, understanding God and how God talks to you, your personal journey with the divine or the universe. This is you understanding yourself too, understanding others. So that's the thing when you're on your journey. It's learning. It's not to say that you're stupid or you're dumb, and we have to go through what we go through, or grow through, let's say that. We grow through what we grow through for a purpose and for a reason. If I didn't go through the little stumbling blocks that I went through in the past, I wouldn't be able to help anybody understand or share. I wouldn't have the wisdom that I have where I'm at right now, because there's always something to learn. There's always so much more to understand and understand about ourselves, about others. So with that, there's a responsibility with spirituality. It's not about getting to the finish line and being with the person. It's beautiful, yes, But codependency can't withstand in a divine connection. You say you want a divine connection, you have to have mental, emotional, spiritual maturity. Your body is maturing and growing, but are we growing energetically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally? Or are we still stuck at 18 years old, 25, whatever, wherever stage we're at? Because these divine connections require you to be open and vulnerable, real with yourself, in your truth, understanding and understanding yourself in order to even understand and understand your person, and vice versa for them. Like, Spirit's not going to put you in a situation with somebody that doesn't understand, doesn't get you. You guys are not vibing. You guys got spiritual work to do, but y'all fighting over who is this bitch that, you know, liked your picture. You know, whatever we struggle with, like, you can't have that in these connections. Oh, you didn't call me today. Like, we have to heal. And what is that? Like, why am I upset that this person didn't hear, like, call me back? Oh, I feel like this person rejected me. I feel like they abandoned me. I feel like I'm not important to them. And okay, what makes me feel this way? Oh, because I dealt with an ex that did this to me and such. Like, it helps you to go inward within yourself and heal. And your person, again, Spirit is not going to play you and hook you up with just some whacked up person and put you in a pairing where you doing all this work and you glowing up, and then they're gonna set you up with some guy or some woman or whatever that is off, like bringing your vibration down and low. Like, Spirit's never gonna do that to you. Like, that's not the thing. And if your person is a low life now, but they're doing their inner work, I believe God can transform us, or the universe, whatever you believe in, can transform us. Because I was a shitty ass person. Like, I was very immature. I was very codependent. I was very jealous. And I still deal with some of these things. I'm still healing. But I was very, very selfish. I had a lot of shadows. Not trustworthy. I had a lot of shadows. And if I brought that shit into a relationship, it would be a fail. And it would be a total mess up for me to be in a relationship with someone that is, you know, healed and doing their thing and bettering themselves, and I'm just gonna be in here just entitled as a motherfucker, like, oh, you know, you owe me to be this and that while I just sit here in my bullshit. It can't be that way. Or I'm doing all this work and I'm dealing with Tyrone sitting on the couch. She ain't doing nothing all day. Like, Spirit will never do that to us. Spirit will never do that. So, hope I didn't talk you guys' ears off too much. But this, the death card is like, you gotta die to your ego. Like, it hurts because it's like, oh shit, I thought I knew this. Oh, I was doing shit my own way and blah, blah, blah. But you get to a place where you shed all of that. It has to go. And it's very painful. It's very painful to let that go, but you have to. You gotta do it. Because the rewards is so much more beautiful. And what comes after the death card is the temperance card. After the death is the temperance. This is that balance. This is that harmony. This is that Spirit balancing all of that energy out for you. Oh, it's exhausting. Hell yes. This shit is not no walk in the park. But look, they're walking in the park happily. And that's because they did this. They went through that fire. You gotta go through that. And it may seem like you're doing it alone, but your person is growing. That's how you know it's a divine connection. That's how you know, because there's no stagnancy. You are not the same person you came in as you left with each other. You guys are both growing within yourselves. You're both evolving within yourself. That's how you know. And how you know you're dealing with divine connections with friends, your soul tribe, because you guys motivate each other, you guys help each other, you uplift each other, you guys water each other, you guys shed light on things that are not so pretty. Like, let me tell you, like, I have sisters that motivate me, but they also call me out on my bullshit. They also have, to y'all, this is about your soul tribe, because everyone plays a role in this bigger picture. and what we're all here to help each other do. And that's the oneness. That's the divine union, is with self, it's with the universe, it's with the people and the inhabitants within the universe. It's not just about you and one person that's selfish. It's beautiful, like y'all two little magnets and y'all just charges all this energy, but it's also a tribe thing. Like, one man can't do it, two people, but two or more are gathered, their divine spirit, there is God in the midst. It's beautiful. So let's see. I didn't mean to talk y'all ears off. Like, spirit took over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Spirit wanted me to go there. I don't know. It happens sometimes. I won't be here all the way. I'm back. See, I'm back. All right. Well, let's see. I don't know. Like, just go somewhere. Turn into like Auntie Chinoa. Like, I don't know. Or that little cousin that is like, oh, okay, my little cousin got a little, you know, a little knowledge there. I don't know. Okay, let's see. I don't want to get too preachy. I'm so sorry. It is what it is. All right, let's see. What does the Divine Feminine want to say to Divine Masculine? Where are you at? Where are you at? There's beautiful things coming in. Trust me. Okay? I fantasize and daydream about you. Okay? I'm not sure what I want right now. I really can't describe what I'm experiencing when it comes to you. So yeah, again, it's like with that Erie card, you guys are moving into new energies, new territories. So you're kind of in between stages. For some of you, it's like, excuse me, you guys are falling all over again for your person. And for some of you, you're kind of at that stage where I don't know if I really want this anymore. Is this really what I'm wanting? So you're filtering through some energies because you're healing. So you're shedding some stuff off of you, so you're stepping into a newer vibration, new energy. So you're filtering through it, if that makes sense. Masculine energy, where are you? I'm going to put these cards back just in case the same one or same ones, whatever, wants to come out. Where is the masculine energy? Where's the masculine energy? What did I say? Just in case one of the same cards won't come out, I fantasize and daydream about you. So you guys think about each other. I pray for you. I pray for your well-being and for you, us to be together, etc. So Divine Masculine is praying for Divine Feminine, wishing them well. Like I said, they have some type of spirit, like powerful spiritual energy. They know how to use their energy for the most part. They could also be praying or being hopeful for this connection to come together. You're in my heart and you're in my mind. I have some gray hair. I can't wait till I turn gray. I think I'm gonna look fly when I get old and I'm like gray and I'm gonna look like Storm or something. You know, like real witchy vibes, okay? Real ancestor vibes. Gray hairs is not a bad thing. So you're in my heart and you're in my mind. So yeah, masculine, feminine is in the heart and in the mind. It's not going anywhere. This connection is not going anywhere. It's seated. It's a divine connection. It's divine. It's not going anywhere. It can't go anywhere. It's like not like in a codependent or obsessive, like I turn her, like you ain't going nowhere, I own you anime where you go and eat the cake. It's not like that. It's a connection where it's like it's something bigger and it's like you may want to, but you can't. And because it's something, your higher selves, your higher vehicle, you know, or your spiritual team, it's like, no, this is something divine. Your ego wants to run. It gets afraid. Yeah, it's too much to handle. It's not happening the way the ego wants it to happen. In your human mind, the timing, the when's, the where, maybe even the who sometime. Because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes it's like, why does it have to be this? Or why couldn't it have been like this? Or why couldn't it have this time? Or, oh, I would have rathered it. It's like your ego finds an excuse to run, but you can't. You guys are mirroring each other. This is at the bottom of the deck. You're like a mirror for me, and that shit scares me. Yeah. You guys reflect to each other the things that are beautiful that you never thought you could see, and it's beautiful and it's scary all at the same time. And you also highlight to each other the things that are, you know, not so cute within the self that you want to run from and you want to deny, but nonetheless it's needed. All right, top card is, again, I'm not sure what I want right now. So you guys are still filtering through this energy, trying to figure out what you're wanting. And it may not just be about the connection. It could be things in your life. Like, I don't know if I still want to be at this job. I'm going to be real. I'm going to keep it all the way real with y'all. I was kind of contemplating, do I even want to do this stuff anymore? Because it's like, it's overwhelming. And when you're dealing with that desire to, okay, well, I want to, you know, have my connection, or I want to be in a connection or union, or I'm tired of my singleness, I'm tired of my situation. It's hard to do this, like to read. I don't know how many readers are in here watching this, but when you're like going through some shit in your love life, or just your life in general, or you're healing and you're transforming, you start to question your purpose. And should I be doing this? Is there something I could do better? Because at times it gets tiring. And you got to honor yourself with that and be honest, because sometimes I feel like this is too much. And, oh, I got to read about love. And it's like, oh, I don't want to read about love because I'm not in a good space with it. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? Like, and then you also got to take that responsibility of not filtering yourself through the message and projecting onto the reading and stuff like that. So it's a lot of responsibility. And honoring yourself in that as well too. Like, oh, I'm not up to it, I'm not gonna read into this energy. With all due respect, I don't, you know, I'm not gonna read into this, you know what I mean? So yes, not always easy. So some of you guys could be questioning your purpose. You guys could be questioning like your jobs. Do I want to still do this in life and such and such? Oh yeah, I'll do more sound healing. I really need to focus more on my sound healing, because I feel like that's part of what I'm supposed to be doing. And some more things that I want to, you know, want to do, that I'm being led to, rather. But just know that you, as you are evolving, of course things are going to shift. Your ideals are going to shift. Your beliefs may, you know, or your senses may be heightened, more stronger. You'll have more of a curiosity for life. Like, you just have to honor where you're at. And when you're shedding off the things that no longer serve you, you're more of a newer creature. Your energy, you're not the same person. So the things that you once enjoyed, you may not anymore, because you're shifting. You know, your desires at one point could have been attached to, you know, a program from the past. It could have been, oh, well, I thought I wanted to play the piano. I really don't, because that was forced upon me as a child. I needed to figure out what I wanted to do, and I chose piano, even though I didn't really want to, you know what I mean? So just understanding self. That's what this whole thing is about. The more powerful you are, the more you'll be able to tap into your soul purpose and walk that purpose wholeheartedly, authentically, and true and vulnerable with your path. Because the energy is always going to go back to love. And love is an unconditional thing. It's a pure thing. It's an infinite thing. It's a divine thing. It's not just placed in one box, if that makes sense. So your love is not just for you and your twin or whatever. It's infinite. It's unconditional. So that was a lot. I hope that resonated with y'all. I'm probably going to eat good, or I'm going to sleep really good, because that was a lot that just came through. So I'm probably going to eat really good. I hope I helped somebody. I hope this reading shed light on something or confirm something that you already knew. Because I'm not here to tell you something that you don't already know. I might spark a little bit, might expand on it a little bit, but I'm not here to tell you something you don't already know. I'm here to speak to those that resonate, meaning not resonate with me, but resonate with what's already within them, that this vibrates on that level. Get what, you know, I don't know. I don't know if that made any sense. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Anybody that's ever donated to my channel, thank you. Any readers that shouted me out, you know, lovingly shouted me out, thank you. Um, just I just want to thank everybody. I don't do that enough. Thank you. I appreciate you guys, for real. And it's been real. I'm gonna go to bed, you know. And I'll catch you guys later. Catch y'all much, much later. Probably on Monday. I'm probably not gonna come on here tomorrow. It's no need to. You know, y'all enjoy your Sunday. Rest up, okay? Spend some time in the sun during Sunday. I'm gonna start doing that on Sundays. Work with that solar energy. We should do that every day. We should do that every day. But much love. I appreciate you guys. Until next time.